Good evening and welcome to Up South, your South Indian news destination. Our sharp focus on the two assembly elections due in Tamil Nadu and Kerala on the 16th of May. I'm T.S. Sudhir. Four people have died at two different public meetings which are addressed by the AIDMK Chief and Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha, as a result of which there is considerable anger, and even the opposition is criticizing Jayalalitha for her insensitivity because all these meetings were held in the afternoon at around 2:33 p.m. This is necessary because Jayalalitha makes it a point to return home to Chennai every evening, and because the chopper cannot fly after sunset, the meetings are generally held in the afternoon, and as a result of which the heat is really turned on the masses who come to attend Jayalalitha's meetings.
Jayalalitha addressing the public meeting in Chennai while introducing her candidates to the electorate. Never mind if the temperatures in most parts of Tamil Nadu are touching 40 degrees, with the humidity of this coastal state making it worse. The AIDMK chief and her candidates sit in an air-conditioned enclosure while the masses face the fury of the afternoon sun. 4 people have died at two different public meetings in Virudhachalam and Salem.
அந்த அம்மா தன்னை மாற்றிக்கொள்வார்னா நான் கருதலை. ஏன்னா இது ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய மக்களுக்கான பாதிப்பு. நீங்கள் கொளுத்துகிற கோடை வெயிலில் இந்த அம்மா இந்த பக்கமும் அந்த பக்கமும் ஒரு 4 நாள் 8 ஏசி இயந்திரங்களை வைத்துக்கொண்டு குழு மேடையில் அந்த தலைவரும் கொளுத்தும் வெயிலில் மக்களுமாக இருப்பதும் மக்கள் இறந்து போவதும்.
The AIADMK claims people are flocking to hear Jayalalitha despite the heat, and not because every person is given an incentive to attend the meeting.
People are coming. Ladies are coming. They want to see Amma. They want to hear Amma's speech. Do you think you can go and compel anybody to come?
Even as the opposition is kicking up a storm, slamming Jayalalitha for insensitivity, the AIADMK cadre thinks it is fine for their party supremo to sit in AC comfort.
சாமினா கோயில்ல இருக்கும், பப்ளிக் வெளியில இருப்பாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி நாங்க எங்க அம்மாவை தெய்வமா கும்பிடுறோம். எங்க அம்மா உள்ள இருக்கிறதா எங்களுக்கு சேஃப்.
இந்த தவறு இந்த எலெக்ஷன் கமிஷன் மேல இது வெயில் டைம்ல எலெக்ஷன் வைக்க கூடாது.
But the non-political citizens aren't amused at how the voters are being treated.
Well, it's surely unfair, but then there's nothing much that the people can do about it because the system is such.
Once they're elected people, so the only point comes that they need to be aware of what is real people going through. It's hot outside. Please just try to understand how hot it is. Be with the people.
After the 4 deaths, Jayalalitha held her public meetings in the evening in cities like Madurai that have an airport so that she can fly back to Chennai by a special aircraft. With Akshayanath in Chennai, Bureau Report, India Today.
Let me cut across to Pratibha Raman, who joins me from Chennai, and also Revati Rajivan from Thiruvananthapuram. Remember, Kerala is also facing unprecedented heat wave, the highest in the last 3 decades. Pratibha, I was quite amazed to hear the person of the AIDMK supporter there in that story is talking about how God stay inside the shrine while the public is outside, making that comparison between the public and Jayalalitha. Is that the way the people are looking at the different political parties who are holding these meetings in the afternoon, or is there a sense of this is just too much?
Well, in fact, this is mixed opinion, but then generally the tendency leans towards more on the fact that the weather is definitely not a problem. All of them seem to think that it is but natural for the political leaders to be in an AC enclosure, but the opposition denies it. In fact, I have with me some of the DMK cadre who have been campaigning here for their candidate at the Saidapet constituency. மா சுப்பிரமணியம், எஸ். ஆனால் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு வெயிலில் வந்து பிரச்சாரம் பண்ணுறது உங்களுக்கு கஷ்டமாக தோணுதா? ஒரு விதத்தில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஏஐஏடிஎம்கேல ஜெயா அவங்க வந்து ஏசி என்க்ளோஷரில் உட்காந்து பிரச்சாரம் பண்ணுறாங்க. இதை பற்றி நீங்கள் என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க?
எங்களை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் இந்த தேர்தலில் தமிழ்நாட்டை மீட்டு எடுக்கணும். அதை வந்து லட்சியமாக எடுத்துக்கணும். எங்கள் வேட்பாளர் மா சுப்பிரமணியம் அவர்கள் வந்து
ஒரு வெயில் பத்தி நீங்க என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க? வெயில்ல இந்த மாதிரி கஷ்டப்படுறாங்க ஜனங்க.
திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழகத்தை பொறுத்தவரையில் ஒழுக்கமான நடைமுறை சாத்தியக்கூறு மக்களுக்கு பயன் விளைவிக்காத சாத்தியக்கூறுகளை பின்பற்றுவோம். மேலும் வெயில் நேரத்தில் எங்கள் வேட்பாளர் யாரும் பிரச்சாரம் செய்வது கிடையாது. 5 மணிக்கு மேல் தான் பிரச்சாரம் துவங்குகிறார்கள். அதை எந்த விதத்திலும்
5 மணிக்கு நீங்க வந்து பிரச்சாரம் பண்ணும்போது நீங்க வந்து 3 மணி நேரத்துக்கு முன்னாடியே வந்து எல்லாம் ப்ரிப்பரேஷன்
இல்ல, அந்த நேரத்துக்கு 5 மணினா 4:50க்கு வருவோம், 5 மணிக்கு பிரச்சாரம் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுவோம், 9 மணிக்கு சரியா முடிப்போம்.
The fact that all campaigns are held after 5 o'clock in the evening, so all of them assemble at around 4:30 to ensure that the preparations are on, so the weather does not really seem to concern them, and that is the kind of reactions that we are picking up from Chennaites here. Sudhir.
Right. Pratibha, I'm quite amused by the fact that there is the DMK symbol behind you, and that's a rising sun. So obviously the DMK cadre can ill afford to actually criticize the hot sun. Revati, coming to you, it's the hottest April in 30 years, and also a drought has been declared in Kerala. Are the candidates out in the sun campaigning? Do we have the likes of Srishant, who is contesting from Thiruvananthapuram, campaigning, or his life as a cricketer prepares him for this kind of a weather?
Well, Sudhir, as far as Kerala is concerned, it does look like the summer heat beats the election heat this time, because if you just take a travel around the city between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m., it is very rarely that you will find a public rally that is happening or the candidates venturing out meeting people door to door, because the temperature is so high that there has been warnings from the Met Department as well that not to venture out in between these time, because there could be sunstroke as well. Now, I'm standing with a group of people who are just out of a family meeting that has been organized. Now, as you can see, there are temporary sheds that are put up in different areas by the parties, where they organized small root level meetings to get to the family, to the individuals in that particular society. Sir, public rally ഒരുപാട് ആൾക്കാരെ ചേർത്ത് നടത്തുന്നത് വിട്ടിട്ട് the parties are now organizing family meetings to get to the root. How do you see this? How is it convenient for you during the summer?
During the summer, this group meeting is very much helpful other than public meeting, because the group meeting helps the individuals to get close contact with the candidate, so that he can recognize who are all supporting him. So he can expect more votes from other than the public meeting.
Okay, not just that they can beat the summer heat, but also direct contact with the candidate. Public rallies, you see, there's a lot of crowd, but women's strength is comparatively very low in such big gatherings. Such small family meetings, how do you see this? Especially the temperature is really high in Kerala.
No, we are not bothered about the temperature. Here we have an MLA who is sitting MLA as the candidate of this constituency, and we are very much happier, and we people are engaged, and we are confident that he will get more votes than before. And the next problem we have noticed is a problem. What we are saying is this MLA, he will run to each corner, and he knows the people very well. And we are very happy. And women means when we conduct family meetings, we can have free time contact with the candidate.
Okay, all right. That is these are the voices coming from the politically active state of Kerala. Two things here. One, when such small meetings are organized in temporary venues, one is to beat the heat, and secondly to get to the root of the society, to the families, to the individuals. So two benefits at the same time for the candidates here in Kerala.
Absolutely. And of course, we are seeing a whole lot of online campaigning also in both Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So that should be another way to reach out to the voter. Revati, Rajivan, thanks a lot. Pratibha, do stay on with us, because we have yet another story which we are looking at from Tamil Nadu. It seems to be the Congress versus the Congress in Tamil Nadu, and more specifically in the Sri Perumbudur constituency. Now, Sri Perumbudur, you would remember, is very special for the congressman, because it is here that former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated by LTTE suicide bombers in May 1991. Which is why the candidature of Selva Peruntagai from Sri Perumbudur constituency has raised eyebrows. In fact, a senior Congress leader has criticized his choice, because he was earlier with the VCK, an outfit known for its pro-LTTE and pro-V Prabhakaran leanings in the past. Akshay Nath reports from Sri Perumbudur.
Selva Peruntagai campaigning in Sri Perumbudur constituency. His choice as the Congress candidate has created fissures within the party in Tamil Nadu. Four-time MLA from Sri Perumbudur, D. Ashoda, says the Congress should not have given the ticket to Selva, who at one time supported the LTTE, the terror outfit that assassinated Rajiv Gandhi. In 1991, Rajiv Gandhi was killed by LTTE suicide bombers in Sri Perumbudur on the outskirts of Chennai when he was campaigning for the elections.
ராஜீவ் காந்தி ரத்தம் சிந்தின பூமி அது. அந்த படுகொலைக்கு காரணமான விடுதலை புலிகளுக்கு ஆதரவான விடுதலை சிறுத்தைகள் அமைப்பில் இருந்தவர் அவர். கூட்டங்கள்லாம் வந்து ராஜீவ் காந்தியுடைய கொலையை நியாயப்படுத்தி விடுதலை புலிகளை ஆதரித்து பேசினவர்.
Selva denies any sympathy for the LTTE, despite his allegiance in the past to the pro-Prabhakaran VCK.
My grandfather, my father, Baba Sahib Ambedkar followers, we don't believe the terrorism. I am not involved in anything, the terrorism movement, or I was in the VCK. That's the selling, they didn't get seats.
If the Congress leadership is embarrassed by Yashoda going public with her criticism, it is not showing it, calling it a case of sour grapes.
He was here in 2011. We have seen how he works, and I think people who have complained against him should have complained about it then, not now.
The Congress is contesting 41 seats as part of its alliance with the DMK. Open infighting in a constituency it has won several times in the past, now threatens to dent its chances. With Akshay Nath in Sri Perumbudur, Bureau Report, India Today.
Let me go back to Pratibha Raman joining me from Chennai. Pratibha, now Sri Perumbudur has traditionally been a Congress stronghold. Of course, the AIDMK won the seat in 2011, but in elections prior to that, barring a couple of times when the DMK won it, primarily it has been held by the Congress party. Now, Yashoda, who has herself been a 4-time Congress MLA from the same seat, using the LTT card to corner the candidate of the Congress here in this particular constituency. Does it really hold water? How are the voters reacting to something like this?
Right, Sudhir, in fact, it's quite surprising that Yashoda would have to level these kind of charges against Selva, because going by what she says, if she were to fight against the association that candidates have had in the past with the LTTE, then the very party must actually be fought against, because Congress, going by the record of the alliances that they've had in the past during the elections, we have seen Congress joining hand in hand with the VCK or working hand in hand with even the MDMK. In fact, MDMK's Vaiko is known for his deep-rooted support for the LTT. So it is quite evident that Yashoda here is acting out of disappointment, number one. And number two, trying to target Selva with this LTT card, mainly because she has not got any ticket there. Sudhi.
Yes, Selva is known to be quite a heavyweight in that area. He is known to have some considerable following. But as you are pointing out, the Congress allied with the MDMK in 2004. It allied with the VCK both in the 2009 Lok Sabha as well as in the 2011 election. So what you are essentially saying is that the party itself has allied with pro-LTT outfits and found nothing wrong with it, which is why an objection raised by Yashoda is really not really being taken very seriously by the Congress High Command.
Which is true, just like you pointed out, Sudhir, known for the associations held in the past, be it VCK or be it the MDMK. In fact, MDMK's Vaiko and things and candidates like that, people have actually vociferously extended support to the LTT. So if Yashoda were to take up this issue and fight against Selva, then she will have to fight against the very party. So it is quite evident even for the voters there who have had mixed reactions and have not really taken Yashoda's accusations so seriously, because they know very well that Congress has had such associations in the past. So if they were to take it seriously, then they will have to fight against the very party itself. Sudhir.
And briefly, Pratibha, since you have been travelling in and around Chennai and in the other parts of Tamil Nadu, essentially it means that Sri Perumbudur, which is now a bustling automotive industry town, of course the Rajiv Gandhi Memorial is there in Sri Perumbudur, but obviously they will be voting on issues on who is the best candidate for them rather than look at his past, irrespective of whether he had leanings towards LTT or not. Is that the way the voters are seeing it?
Well, in fact, going by the attitude of the voters here in Chennai, in and around Chennai, even a place like Sri Perumbudur, people have only been looking at development, number one, and number two, perhaps issues like corruption as well as Chennai floods. So history like this with respect to associations with the LTT or with respect to what has happened to the politicians in the past would definitely not hold any water, at least for the time being, because they have more pressing issues like corruption as well as some of the crucial factors like the Chennai floods, which which would actually be playing a crucial role in the elections here today.
Okay. Thank you for giving us all those details and perspective on this story coming in from Sri Perumbudur. Now, the image of the day has to be this. DMK leader and treasurer MK Stalin, who's really the number 2 in the party and in many senses leading the campaign on song. He has been singing at different rallies. So while Father Karunanidhi is known to be an ace scriptwriter, Stalin has decided to sing to appeal to the audience, and in this manner he has also been connecting to the audience, as my colleagues Pratibha Raman and Akshay Nath found at different rallies in and around Chennai. Now, will that mean that his party, the DMK, will be on song? Only May 19th will tell us that.
Jayalalitha சொன்னதும் பொய்யே பொய்யே இங்க சொல்லுங்க ஜெயலலிதா சொன்னதும் கரெக்டா வந்துருச்சு பாருங்க பொய்யிலே தீரந்து பொய்யிலே வளர்ந்த புலவர் சொன்னதும் பொய்யே பொய்யே ஜெயலலிதா சொன்னதும் பொய்யே பொய்யே இங்க சொல்லுங்க ஜெயலலிதா சொன்னதும்.
If Ilayaraja or A.R. Rahman are listening to this, probably they should call Stalin to the recording studio after the 19th of May. We'll take a break on Up South. After the break, an exclusive interview with Kamal Haasan. Welcome back. You're watching Up South. Actor Kamal Haasan announced his next film, which will be called Savash Naidu, a trilingual film in which he will play the role of Balram Naidu. You remember, this character was made popular in the film Dasavtaram, in which Kamal Haasan played 10 roles. In this exclusive interview to Pratibha Raman, Kamal Haasan opens up on Balram Naidu, the censor board, on the Tamil Nadu elections, and yes, of course, on whether his good friend Rajnikant should enter politics.
Also, during the making of Naidu, the director, Mr. K.S. Ravikumar, who tells me everything as it is, was very dissatisfied with the look of Naidu. He was very happy with all the other things. He says that fantastic makeup, but this I can make out it's you. And you can't read the lines of Kundu or Pranab Kundu or Balram Naidu and find the humor in it. It's only when Naidu starts speaking that you realize, and you can't put those down in paper. The moment I started speaking, one of the light boys started laughing, and the cutter started shaking, and I said, that's a reaction. I'm a vociferous critic of censoring. I mean, there was a censor, and they even arrested a man for speaking publicly, saying that I need freedom. People of India need freedom. And his name was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. And what he said was, even if it's a lion, shake the lion's mane. We must get our freedom. It was one line for which the speech was considered to be sedition. Even at that time, he said it. So that is where my freedom comes from. Not only that, my writers, Jayakantan, Jayamohan, all the Tamil writers, all Vijay Tendulkar Saab, they all write with such passion that you cannot curb it by saying you're using expletives. To my fans, I would say, use your conscience, don't be goaded by anyone, including Kamal Haasan. Use your mind, use the logic of where you are, your place, and who should come there. It's up to you. I'm not saying keep away from politics. If good people keep away from politics, it's not going to help. I wish so, because he has always asked me whether it's a good idea. I've told him, not for me, but how can I think for you? We're good friends and we'll talk to, but we make our own decisions.
The question is whether good friend Rajnikant will be listening to what Kamal Hassan has to say. That's it then on Up South this Friday evening. News and updates will continue on India Today. From the entire team, thanks for watching.
Bhumata Brigade's Tripti Desai, that's breaking news just coming in. She's been whisked away from Dargah Haji Ali. She wanted to enter the Dargah. She wasn't permitted to enter the Dargah. These are pictures of protest.
India, and Shivan was excited about it. So yeah, here's Shivan with his review of the Huawei watch.
You make a smartwatch look like an analog watch and you're sure to